Alright guys, what you see here is a big pile of gear. This is why I said that a Pulk comes in handy in the wintertime. Now, I say that in a good way and a bad way. Good way is if you have snow. Bad way, if you don't have snow, you're going to have to cut back on a lot of this stuff where you're going to have to haul it on your back. I don't have all this weighed down yet to give you a general idea. I know on a general idea, whenever I'm hiking in the summer and spring, I'm at 35 pounds with my pack. This is probably going to be 60 pounds, I would think. Some of this I'll be wearing, of course, but things change in the winter months, guys. We all know that. Temperatures colder. So, alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and start going through this stuff. I just threw my hammock organizer and stop sack down here. Okay, stop sack for my war bonnet. Correction, sorry Adam, this is my hammock gear made by Storm Crow, winter incubator. It's 900 filled down. It's supposed to get me down to about -5 degrees. Haven't used it yet. We'll be doing that this weekend. Trying to be gentle with my gear. Stuff sack for that. Stuff sack, which is also doubles as my pink bag. Is for my 20-degree Montbell Hunter sleeping bag, which I'm going to use right now as my top quilt until sometime this coming year. I'll save up and go ahead and get the I'll spread it out eventually. Winter burrow. Alright. To supplement that, if it's colder than 20 degrees, I also will have a thin fleece sleeping bag I can use as a drape. And then we'll get to if it's really cold, I can put on my Montbell down jacket. For around the campsite, standing around lollygagging, I have my Extreme Cold Weather Army Gore-Tex parka. And for standing around as well, I'll have a tassel cap. I also have one when I'm hiking. Don't want to wear the one you're hiking with. It gets all sweaty and stinky and wet from the day on your head when you're sleeping at night. So that's the same thing with socks. I'll have a pair of socks, maybe two on when I'm hiking. Then I have one pair that's just set back strictly for in my hammock when I'm sleeping at night. Same goes with this fleece. This will be my sleeping fleece. I'll have one that I'll be wearing while I'm walking. These are my 40 below wigwam sleeping wool socks. For sleeping, I'll have a poly baklava with fleece. So when I'm sleeping at night, I'm not condensating inside the baklava. I have the space mats too for some extra warmth. Quite a few pair of wool socks will be with me. When I'm hiking, I'll be wearing these thinner weight polypropylene long johns. These are the silver threads I've mentioned to you in other videos that I'll be wearing, and while I'm hiking, so they'll wick away the moisture real well. Also, hoping I'll have to redo this and not have it in the frame. Those will be on the bottom, innermost, followed by my standard nylon quick dry hiking pants, and on the outside will be a nylon pair of rain pants. Eventually I want to get a pair with the zippers on each side, but I gotta watch. I've already spent too damn much money for this trip, so those will be on the outside. I'll have a bandana somewhere in my pocket. I'll keep a couple of them. I gotta find the other portion of this. This is my bottoms. I'll have a top with me too. This is a mixture of wool and poly, so you don't have the odor. This will be my sleeping wear. My other hat. Okay. This is my traveler. War bonnet traveler. Covering me up with probably gonna be a tight pitch is my war bonnet Superfly with doors, tarp, and my groundhog skates, which I can use as dead man if I need to. I'll have a piece of Tyvek underneath me to help keep my gear dry. Oh, I got quite a bit of T-candles, T-candle lantern, my Expediaire pillow, pair of gloves for standing around at camp when I'm hiking. These ones got fingertips I took off. My first aid kit, headlamp. There's my other hat, pair of gloves, gaiters, my whistle. This will all go inside this bag here. Inside that also will be lined with a trash compactor liner. While we're talking clothes, I'm deliberating what boots I'm going to be wearing. I may be wearing my pack boots, since we're not going to be hiking real long distances like 6-7 miles, or I may just use my standard hiking shoes. I'll also have camp shoes for the end of the day, my Crocs. Talking shoes, I'll have the Tula micro spikes with me for just general low snow ice area. And then my new MSR Lightning Axis snowshoes for the deep stuff. We'll get the tools last. I have my food bag, water bottle. I just bought a Nalgene one. The reason I went this way instead of my thinner, I'll have one of each. I'll have the thicker one with this real good tight lid. This is for if I choose to sleep with a hot water bottle at night to help keep warm. I got something a little more stout that's going to hold up compared to my standard water bottle, which right now is on my hip belt. I have a sleeve to help keep it freezing. This is 1 liter. Let's see, repair kit for all my gear, personal hygiene stuff, compass notebook, hand warmers, bed warmers. I can throw this even in the foot of my sleeping bag and when I make a foot box. Keep my feet warm, because I worry about using a hot water bottle with my down and having a chance of losing my heat. Map for the area. I used one of those lock sacks to put my map of the area in. My GPS more or less is to helping me keep track of my mileage. I'll be boiling my water in the wintertime opposed to filtering, because your filters tend to freeze. So I just bought a MSR Whisper Light stove. This is the International, so I can burn anything from kerosene, white gas, unleaded, jet fuel. There's a couple other fuels. I'm not 100% sure of all of them that I can actually burn. And I'll be using my white gas. Got a windscreen and all that with it here, tool kit, extra jets, seals. Then I'll also have my heat for my alcohol stoves. I'll have my cap can in here so I can have coffee in the morning and not have to break open this for that purpose. And when I'm using that, I'm going to want to be able to boil a couple quarts of water. This is like a 4-quart. Get some substantial water boiling. And I also have a cozy for if I do just use it cooking this. Okay. Tools. I'll have my traveling tripod for my camera. I'll have my trusty Enzo trapper knife. I'll have... Alright, I ran out of video, I noticed. Okay, I showed you I had my trusty Enzo trapper with me and my tools. I also have my Wetterlings, and hopefully sharpened by then, because there's no use putting in a dull axe. My 7 saw, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'll throw a thing of WD-40 with me in here to keep everything lubricated. Only thing I wish this thing had was the ability to have a push-pull sawing, but it's a lot better than some of the other saws out there. So I'll have that in the area of tools. I'll have my collapsible snow shovel so I can clean out my spot where I'm going to put my hammock, and also pile up snow around the sides. Good pair of work gloves with me. And then last here I'll have my fire kit. Fire kit's nothing more than some fat wood. I have some petroleum soaked cotton balls, my match case with matches, strike anywhere matches, and so I can find my Army modeled strike fire still. I also like this bag, so if I'm walking along and if I see some cattail or something like that, I can grab it and just shove it in here and keep it dry. Same thing with if I come across any birch. So, well, that's my gear, guys, and you've already seen the harness. I just went ahead and added a water bottle sleeve to the side of it. I can just slip over that so I have some water with me while I'm walking along, stop and undo all this stuff and expose it to the elements. So, alright guys, we'll get this video posted for you. I'm going to try out my stove so I know how it works. So when the time comes that I go to use it, I'll look like an idiot and not be able to get water boiled. So, alright guys, as always, I thank you for watching the Pawoodsman, and God bless.